Hello guys, welcome to the show. Today's episode number 3 on the red flag, and today we're doing the most favorite part, wiring. So buckle up, I'm gonna make it very short, very non-educational, just bam 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 bam. Good, isn't it? Alright, let's have a look. As you can see, our ECU is EMU black this time because we're gonna be using drive-by-wire. There's the 4 wires that we need to connect to the original wiring loom. I have removed quite a lot of stuff from the original wiring loom on the car, as you already know. And over here is the pre-terminated wiring loom, all plugged in with all the stuff that we're going to be using. As you can see, it's quite a lot. I think they're 90% populated, if not even more. But the plan today is I'm gonna run the wires where I would like them to go. This time we're gonna try and tuck in the wiring loom under the intake manifold so it's nice and beautiful. The only thing we could see is the connectors and some short amount of wire, not everything just plopped on the top of the intake manifold. But yeah, we're ready to put the coolant sensors. This one is for the EMU, this one is going to be for the dash. And the VVTi connector I still don't have the connector for the cam sensor, and I still haven't put the crank at the front because I'm not sure if I'm going to be using the crank at the front or the crank sensor at the front or a crank sensor at the back, because the one at the back is there, but I need to find the plug for it. If I can find the plug for it, the flywheel that we're using, it has the trigger wheel already on it, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, all the intercooler piping is done. I'm waiting for the connector so I can trim this one to size. I'm waiting a silicone connector for over here as well, and I'm waiting for some AN10 lines to finish up the drain. Once that is done, the fabrication in the engine bay is going to be complete. You know, the drive-by wire is mounted directly to the manifold. I couldn't use the spacer. I bought a welding spacer that was already tapped and everything. It had a perfect O-ring on it, but I couldn't use it because there's no space, unfortunately. And that's a 3-inch throttle body to going to 2.5. And also, if you haven't seen the previous video, it's port matched. So the opening on this is usually 2.5 inch. I've port matched it to 3 inch. Which is, you know, took me some time, but it was quite good. Cleaned up everything. So basically, whatever you touch now, there's no oil, you're not getting your hands dirty. This is the best time to work on a car, and everything is nice and clean. And you know, you get home and you're not scrubbing your hands for like 45 minutes trying to get all the oil out of them. Luckily, today is even better. We're doing wiring, so we're not gonna get dirty at all. Maybe just the fingertips, but that's about it. So I suggest we go straight into that, and yeah, hopefully it's fun for you guys. I know wiring is not the best, you know, place to start when you're building a project, or it's not the favorite thing to do, but I hope I make it a little bit more interesting. I'm definitely not going to do that. Wiring is boring. We all know that. So let's get right into it.
Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, 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 boom. Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Got to be alive, yeah. Cause I don't wanna waste my time, no. I'm young and dumb and hopeless, right? But I'm bound to turn out alright, yeah. The city's really not my vibe now, so I'm moving out my parents' house, yeah. To go and live another life where my dreams don't lay down and die, yeah. I'll hang out with the folks on screen. I'll be chilling in a pot of gold. You should bet your
call 1,000 times, but I'm not picking up tonight, cause I'm a bit too busy serving all the smiles, having me a real good time, with a drink full of bubbles. This is bad for my health. Holy shit, I just stumbled. Still I'm feeling myself.
Fly with the stars, so I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom boom to the beat. Make it boom boom boom, boom boom boom. Fly with the stars, so I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom boom to the beat. Make it boom boom boom, boom boom boom.
Hello guys, it's the next day. George trimmed the bush around his head a little bit, and the wiring loom is on the car right now. We don't have a ground cable because that had some weird switch stuff on it, but we've got a vice grip. Don't know if you can see it. And yeah, we've heard it sputter and try to start. Let's see what it does today after I have done some stuff on the computer. So I'll put you right here. Background might be a little bit blown out, but you know, we ain't looking at the background. Fuel pump, throttle body. I've got the gas. We don't have a cam sensor, so sometimes it takes a couple cranks until it gets on the correct, like, spinning thing, whatever. Yeah, that ain't it. Damn, she's a loud bugger. Good, Mr. Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we would like. All right. So we put a cooling system on this bad girl, the wideband O2, and then we're ready for rips. Well, ready for making an exhaust before he kicks me out. All right. Okay. So I have welded these. Have a look. This is our exhaust port. Yep. This is our exhaust port, and on the other side is our wideband O2. The V band is welded to the bottom, the bracket that holds it to the head. Everything is all done. A bit complicated, a bit tricky, but it will do, and it will sit like that. So yeah, I have some titanium, I believe this is exhaust wrap. I don't know, looks like fiberglass to me. Have some clampies. I'm gonna wrap this, put it inside the car, and then we can do coolant, the fans, and then we can leave it running for a little bit and tune in idle and stuff like this. So after I put the drive shaft and the and the shifting linkages, we can actually drive it, you know, in and out of the garage, on the ramp, off the ramp, stuff like that, so we don't have to push it, because these wheels are heavy and they don't really like being pushed around. So yeah, let's start wrapping this thing up. Okay, I don't know how well you can hear, but the car is running. I've got the coolant system plumbed in. Got the big fan running on top of it, front of it. I've got the idle pretty set up, and there's some boys playing with toys. But yeah, the idle is pretty much set up. I might lower it a little bit rich, just about Bill Gates sort of rich, but she runs pretty nice. Well, until it loses sync because the cam signal is not working. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so when you rev it up, it loses sync because the cam is not plugged in, and it shuts off. We'll restart straight up again. So once I plumb in the cam, it should be all good. It should start on the first time as well, because sometimes it might miss and try to fire it 180 away. But yeah, we're good to go. Tomorrow, boost pipes going at the front, headlights and whatnot. Jay is gonna help me put it on the ramp and do the drivetrain. Oh, look at that thing. Alright, see you tomorrow. Hello guys, it's the next day. I think you've been seeing me for like 3 days, just for a couple of minutes every now and then. Today we're at Ramp Garage and we're working on this red flag over there. This had the most amazing cold start in the history of me tuning cars. Unfortunately, George forgot to turn on the camera to show you, but that doesn't matter. Oh, look, there's Alex. He's hiding. But yeah, today we're doing some drivetrain stuff where I'm going to be putting the shifter on, I'm going to be putting the drive shaft, and I'm going to be adjusting the gearbox mount so it can fit the new style 5-speed in it. Then we're going to do a couple more things, like maybe try and get the brakes done and the clutch. We'll see how that goes, so we can actually drive it. But yeah, let's get cracking. Okay guys, so basically the gear linkages from the original 5-speed fit perfectly in there with the original shifter. I've got the right height of the gearbox. This is kind of attached already to it. And now I have cut the original 5-speed mount. I have some very thick flat bars, which I think I'm gonna weld in here, because this, it will be perfect if there's like a one thick bar here, one thick bar there, 2 holes, and the mount is done. We'll put the 3 bolts in there, and this is it for the drivetrain for now. There's rust that needs to be repaired over here on the 2 rear jacking points, unfortunately, and also the fuel lines are not looking very hot at all. So this one, the return one, I believe, is being patched up, so that will need to be fixed. Little spider there. And also the rear brake line is not looking amazing as well. In fact, anything at the back is not looking amazing, so it might be a case of a full rebuild for the back, since I need to drop the subframe to get to the pipes, which are here. You know, might be a case of that as well. At the front, it's not great. I would like to do lower arms, but yeah, it is what it is. we're gonna have to keep cracking at it. Over here, I need to make a sensor bracket and a pickup, so it can pick up wheel speed because that gearbox doesn't have it. And since we can just find the trigger wheel online, we can weld on the hub itself, and that will help us with getting the dash working. We're going to be using a W140 speed to chop it up, make it work. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's literally popping gear linkages in place. But yeah, let me go and search through my scrap pile of stuff so I can find some usable metal. We'll drill a couple holes in it. We'll bring the MIG welder, weld it in place, and we should be good to go. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so this is our gearbox mount. It's a bit scruffy, it's not perfect, but the good thing is this is only temporary until we have to fit the 6-speed. But it holds everything in place, it's nice in the middle, the engine is at the correct level, 2 bolts, perfect. All right, can't be any better than that. Jay's gonna try and get his car on that ramp. I'm gonna probably build a small exhaust up to a middle if I have all the parts at least. So that way I can have at least a resonator over here so we don't annoy the neighbors too much when we're running the car. But yeah, I think this turned out pretty good. I'm gonna spray some black spray on it now. And yeah, move towards driving. I need to go to the parts store, which is around the corner, and see if I can get a brake line fitting so I can plumb in at least the front brakes and the clutch so we can bleed all that. But yeah, let's keep going. So it's been a couple of days, more like a week. I've done Sam's car, and this dad is starting to do like over fenders and whatnot on it, but the car is running. He built the exhaust that same day that you've seen me, and it starts and runs, brakes and all that stuff. So let's have a look. These are the old front tires. We went for smaller ones. I need to take some more fuel out of it, but the car starts and runs pretty nice. And Dad is playing with the idea of making the over fenders from this, then fill on top, then fiberglass, then take everything out, knock this off, and just mold the fiberglass in place. And I think it's gonna be fun. I mean, it looks pretty nice. It sounds very nice and quiet. I think he likes it, maybe. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, hi then. It does sound really nice. I like it a lot. I like the way it sounds. I believe that's a Subaru WRX exhaust on it. The tip is tilted a little bit, but the exhaust is actually flat, so we'll see what we can do about this. But Dad is gonna push it inside the workshop now, and he's gonna start finishing all the over fenders, foam things and whatnot, and basically start getting it ready for the customer. We need to obviously finish the over fenders. I need to put the dash back in it because I'm still playing with the speeds and whatnot there. So I need to put the dash back in it, the over fenders, quick paint on the over fenders, and then the car can go back to the customer. He can send it for mapping and see what he makes. The turbo spill's quite quick and it's quite nice. I've gone for the same brand turbo on my car, so we'll see how that works out as well. And by the way, watch out the YouTube space, because George is going to become more frequent with the uploads, because I'm starting to do my own personal project. Has been in the cooking for about 6 years now. I've been collecting money, parts, motivation and stuff like that for 6 years. So look out for this. It's going to be very much fun. I'm going to try to upload at least every week, if not twice a week, depending on how the project goes. But stay tuned for that. I will see you very soon. Bye bye.